Welcome to the Odee Company. We're going to talk about digital color printing today. Our digital color press is an HP Indigo 3050. We actually looked at all the available presses in the market when we were trying to get into digital color. Looked at the next press, the iGen 3, and the Indigo 3050. We made the decision to go Indigo 3050 primarily because we are an offset printer and we wanted the absolute closest thing to offset printing that we could find. The reason that this becomes closest to offset is because it is the only digital machine that has liquid ink technology. The other two are toner based, so you still have that kind of layered look of color. This also is the only digital press that can give you true Pantone colors. As you can see, you've got 7 tubes. You have your CMYK, then you have 3 other options. Right now we have it in to where we can do hi-fi color and add orange and violet to actually give more vivid colors, but you can also do Pantones. And then we also have the availability to do a matte ink. A varnish type thing, although it is not protective. It's merely meant as accent. That's the reason that you've got the absolute closest thing to offset on this machine is this liquid ink technology. It's called Electro Ink. It's Electro Ink 4.0. It's also very eco-friendly, even more friendly than vegetable offset ink. This is our imaging unit. This is the laser imaging unit. You can see we've got 7 different units. What this does is very different than offset. On an offset press, we will grab a sheet and then take it through each unit as it's stacked all the way across the press. On the digital, what we're doing is we're taking that sheet, gripping it, and we will actually run it through this same area to put CMYK, then duplex it, and to do the CMYK on the other side. Those are primarily the run through of the actual press. The reasons that you would use digital and that there's been such fast growth in digital is that you can do ultra low quantities. We print as few as 1 or 5 or 10 on up to usually the maximum run length for us on the digital color will be in the neighborhood of 1,000 to 2,000 sheets. But again, it's really made for ultra low run type quantities at very affordable cost. The reason for that is that basically we take a file, rip it, and it's put right into the press, and there is no plate or material as there is an offset. So you don't have color registration, you don't have to get up to color. Basically the first sheet out of the press is going to be in register and is going to be representative of the color that you'll get on the job. That is one of the short runs, or one of the reasons that we do it. The other is that it's very fast. Let's say that you were going to a trade show, had an airplane flight that afternoon, and you needed something to hand out. This gives you the availability of actually bringing a disc in the morning and walking out that afternoon or even an hour later with actual printed pieces. When it comes out of the end of the press, it's actually ready to be trimmed, scored, folded, bound in any form or fashion that we want to do. And that's one of the biggest advantages of digital printing is on quick turn type situations you can have the availability of doing that. Where on offset you're more in a situation of where you're having to go through and show proofs, make plates, make register, and then all the finishing is offline. And it's usually something that you're going to have to let the ink cure on offset, whereas you may not on digital. The other advantage of the Indigo 3050 or other digital color presses is this has the availability of doing variable data. Variable data would be from one sheet to the next, either text changes, picture changes, graphics, or some variability on the sheet would change. This is done by taking your artwork and then applying a database to that artwork so that each variability can change out. If it's the name, to where the first brochure would say Dear Jay, the second brochure would say Dear Kathy. That's variable data. You also have the availability of changing out on pictures. Limitations on digital color printing. This press right here, maximum sheet size is 12 by 18. Our maximum image area is somewhere in the neighborhoods of 11.5 by 17.2. That's also going to include any bleed that you have in the job. So for the most part, what we will do here is a finished sheet size of somewhere around 11 by 17. Whereas on offset, we have sheet sizes up to 28 inches by 40 inches. So that is definitely one limitation that you have on this press. The other limitation that you would have is as your quantities go higher in digital printing, your cost or your per piece price does not drop near as dramatically as offset printing. On offset printing, as you go up to 5, 10, 20,000, 50,000 type quantities, you're going to have a continuation of a per piece drop in pricing, whereas on digital it's going to become flatter at a much earlier quantity. The types of products that you can print on this digital color press, pretty much anything you can do on offset. You can do brochures, postcards, pocket folders if it fits on that 12 by 18 sheet, sales collateral, pretty much any printed product that you want to do, catalogs, you can print on a digital press. You're just doing it from a standpoint of something that you usually need quickly and usually need a small quantity of. I hope this has been informative. You can reach us on the internet at www.odeecompany.com. That's spelled O-D-E-E, company spelled out, .com. Thank you.